Yo, what is up everybody? It is your favorite engineer, Drew, back with another video. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you how to sound like Don Toilevers in the song New Drop. So let's get into the video.
She back at that house, she hoeing. Sinking to it, then going, yeah. Honey moved out and asked me to slow it, yeah. She in it cut, got a bitch in the cut and she wanna pay,
So there you go. Now you know what song I'm talking about. So the free preset that I'm going to be giving away today is that intro part that he does, which I thought really has a cool sound. So I went and recreated it with fully stock plugins, and I'm going to be giving it away for you guys in this video. Link in the description. The only thing I ask for you is to hit that subscribe button because that really helps me out. And also comment down below another artist you want me to recreate, another song that you like, and I will get to that. So right here, as you can see, we got a few different tracks. We have the main vox, the intro, and then the ad-libs. And like I said, I'm going to be showing you the intro part. So this is what the chain is looking like for the intro. As you can see, we filled up all the slots, but that's how we got the sound that we wanted. But this is what this free preset with fully stock plugins is sounding like.
got two girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with, fell in love with you. Got two girls in the cut, which one?
So as you can hear, it really has that cool effect, that, you know, nice kind of phone space kind of sound to it. So we went ahead and recreated that using mostly stock plugins, all except one, which is this autotune right here, which there is a stock autotune. I always mention this, but I just wanted a higher quality auto-tune plugin. But yeah, here we go. We have the Waves tune set at 0.1 speed, 0.1 note transition. So fully maxed out on the speed and everything tuning. Very robotic sound, but it's for that style we're going for. And then I set the key to the key of the beat, which was E minor. You're going to do this to whatever the key of the original beat is. After that, we're going to go into our EQ. Now, this is my bass EQ that I use to shape my microphone. So this is going to be depending on your voice and your microphone, just to clean up some frequencies. And I just found that this sounds good across all my vocals before I get into the creative effects. So what I have right here is I have a high pass at 72 hertz. Then at 130 hertz, we're going to cut out 5.9 decibels there. Then at 284 hertz, we're going to cut out 5.5 decibels there. Just a little bit more of that muddy frequency. And then at 487 hertz, we're going to cut out 3 decibels there. Just a little bit more of that low mid frequency that I wanted to, you know, get rid of. At 659 hertz, I boosted it by 0.8 decibels. And then the final band of the EQ, I have a high shelf right here, the 8625 hertz, boosting that by 3.1 decibels. And I just find that it adds a little bit of that shine that I wanted back into my vocal. All right, next up, we're going to go into our first compressor. Now this is a more heavily styled compression that I went for because I wanted to keep it super tight in that mix. We started off at negative 40.6 on the threshold, 3.9 on the ratio, 15.3 on the gain, 13 millisecond attack, 45 millisecond release, and the medium type. I just found that it gave this vocal a nice squeeze and made it sound more consistent and get rid of a lot of those peaks. All right, now next up, we're going to go into another fruity compressor. Kind of the same thing, a very heavy compressor style, just a little bit slower on the attack. And we're going to go with 42.8 on the threshold this time, 2-to-1 ratio, 11.9 on the gain, 31.9 millisecond attack, 45 millisecond release, and we're going to use the vintage type this time. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bypass those 3 plugins I just showed you and then bring them back in so you can hear what changes it's kind of making to the vocal. So I'm going to start without and then bring them in. And then this is with.
I got 2 girls in the cut, which one to choose? I fell in love with, fell in love with you.
The main difference you're probably going to hear, especially on your phone, is the volume, of course, got louder. Hearing with this is not only is the EQ, you know, taking out that low mid muddiness that we want to create a nice, cleaner sounding vocal, but the compressor combination is also leveling out that vocal, squashing it down so it's nice and tight inside the mix, so it doesn't sound all over the place and distracting you from the beat itself. And now we're going to go into more of the creative style effects for this vocal. First up in the creative style effects, we're going to go with a EQ with a high pass and a low pass. And what this is going to do is just target those super high and super low frequencies and take them out so that we're left with kind of those mids and high mids because we want to create that kind of telephone lo-fi effect. So all I did was I took the Fruity Parametric EQ2, then I used the 30 and 18 kHz cut preset, I believe. And then I dragged this band to 337 on the high pass. And then on the low pass, I dragged it to 8,834. I'm gonna show you without it, and then with, you're gonna hear what it's doing. This is without.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose?
And this is with it.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
So as you can hear, it sounds like I'm talking on like a telephone or something along those lines right there. And that is honestly the biggest part of trying to get that sound in the beginning that he has.
Sorry to interrupt your video, but are you an artist or a producer looking to upgrade your sound and take it to that next level in 2025? If you're on the market for recording templates, mixing and mastering presets, or mixing and mastering services, then all you have to do is go to drewchavis.com and I can take you to that next level. These presets are as easy to use as just a drag and drop or a double tap to open. Once you install the preset, you can take your sound from this.
All this ice on me right up on my watch. All these vendettas, I'ma let them watch.
To this.
All this ice on me right up on my watch. All these vendettas, I'ma let them watch. You know I might start for real. I ain't good off of a meal.
So make sure you go cop some presets using the link in the description. Alright, now back to your video.
Alright, next up we're going to go with a Fruity Flanges. I just wanted to add a little bit more texture and a little bit more width to the vocal to make it sound more interesting. I just set it to the stock mode and I dragged the mix down to 63%. And I'm going to show you what it sounds like without and then with, so let's do it.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
And it's with it.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
I mean, right there, you could hear a big difference in how the vocal is texturized and a little bit wider. Starting to sound pretty good, pretty close to the original. And now we're going to get into a little bit more of tone shaping with another EQ. So right here, I have this yellow band at 534 hertz, taking out 2 decibels there. Just a little bit more of that, you know, low mid frequency that I kind of wanted to bring back. And then at the 1714 hertz, we're going to boost it by 2.1 decibels. And also at the 3248 hertz, we're going to boost it by 2.8. And then I found with that is the top end was a little bit too much for my liking. So on this top end, I used a high shelf and brought it down by 5.6 decibels. So, you know, like I said, give it that low fine, more telephone effect. So I'm going to show you without this EQ and then with, and you're going to hear what it's doing.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
And it's with.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
So now we're really getting that super telephone sounding effect. All right, after that, we're going to go into a Fruity Delay 3. Now, this is going to add a little bit of that tail on the end of the lyrics, especially when he says like the word got 2 girls in the cut. That cut is kind of accentuated with this delay. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the time to 2. Make sure your tempo's synced. And what that's going to do is it's going to be how long it takes for that delay to kick in. And then we're going to make it stereo mode. And then the next things I changed with this plugin is I changed the feedback settings, the levels at 62%, cutoffs at 440 hertz. And then the filter mode is set to the BP mode. So it's going to cut off that high and low end of the frequency. And then I changed the wet to 19.7 because we don't want this taking over the original vocal. So I'm going to show you without it and then with it, of course. So here it is.
Got 2 girls in the cut. Which one you chose?
And this is with.
Got 2 girls in the cut. Which one you chose?
So as you can hear, when I say cut, it goes cut, cut, cut. So it gives it that nice decay when I'm pausing my like lyrics and stuff. All right, after that delay, we're gonna go into the Fruity Reverb 2. Now this is gonna add some space on the end of that reverb and make it sound a little bit more ambient in between the vocal as well. So what I do with this is I set the size all the way to 100, the pre-delays at 104 milliseconds, high cut at 9.4K, low cut at 355, and then the decays at 1.5 seconds, separation set to 55% separated, dries at 100, early reflections at 50, wet levels at 46. Pretty simple. I'm going to show you without it and then with, and you're going to hear what this is doing.
Got 2 girls in the cut. Which one you chose? I fell in love with.
And this is with it.
Got 2 girls in the cut. Which one you chose?
So as you can hear with that, we're filling out that stereo spectrum just a little bit more with some ambience, a cool sound. And this is really just closing in on that creative style that we want with this song. And then the final plugin with this intro chain, just to get that final, texture that we want with this vocal, is a fruity chorus. And all I did was drag it onto the preset, and then I dragged the mix level to 39%. Let's do it without, and then with, and you're gonna hear what this final plugin does.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one to choose? I fell in love with her.
And then this is with it.
Got two girls in the cut. Which one to choose? I fell in love with her. Fell in love with you. Got two girls in the cut.
So as you hear, that is the free Don Toilevers New Drop preset. Sounds really good, really close to the original. What I'm going to do is play a little bit more of the song, showcasing the other style of vocals. And actually, the other vocals were recorded with my modern vocal template that you could cop on my website right now for $19.99. Very good deal if you want to record any type of vocal, whether it's Don Toilevers, Justin Bieber, Big Sean. As you can hear, like these vocals in this song sound really close to the original as well. So yeah, now I'm just going to play the song for you and you can hear what it's sounding like.
I don't know how to choose. I fell in love with her, fell in love with her. Even no one. She back at that house, she hoeing. Sinking to it, then going, yeah. Got a bitch in the cutter that she wanna pay, I'm G6, I'm on a G6, and I'm still up going.
So there you go. There you have it. That is the full chain. That is the full preset. If you want to get the rest of the vocals, which includes the main vox that you just heard, as well as the ad-lib track you can hear in the background, make sure you go to the link in the description and cop this modern pop vocal template on my website, as well as you could get mixing and mastering services straight from me. So if you're interested in upgrading your sound, make sure you go to my website. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully this preset helps you make some fire songs. And also, if you haven't already, comment down below what artists you guys want to hear next in my next videos, and I will try to get to them. And also, any other type of mixing video that you would like to see. Free link in the description for this free preset, so hopefully you guys use it. Yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button. Stay tuned for future videos. Thanks for watching. Peace.